Welcome Empires, Rampaned, welcome back to my Aztec Empire campaign for Europa Universalis V, where we're going to continue from last time, where I believe today shall be the final episode of this campaign. We have a foothold in Iberia. We are trying to get everything into position so that we can start our invasion. Because what I want to do is I want to build up my military as much as humanly possible, gather all my forces around Castile, and then invade. And see what we can do. And essentially finish off this campaign. We've pretty much conquered as much as I feel like is reasonable to be able to try and do this. It would take me, I think, literally 100 or 200 years in-game to try and conquer all of the Americas. We've taken quite a bit, but I think it's just going to be, it's not going to be as beneficial for us to do so. So, what we're going to be doing is, right now, I have it so. We are continuing to try and have it so, to make it easier for me to recruit my army. I am trying to make it so over here with Portugal. I am trying to assimilate these areas so that we can try and have it so we can actually just recruit right over in Iberia itself. In the meantime, I'm going to need to make sure that we can keep trying to build up my military as much as possible. Essentially, anytime I can, especially because of cultural being assimilated, I want to make sure that we keep getting more and more areas that have manpower being produced for us, so we just have more of that. So right now, essentially, I know a lot of it is I'm trying to push slowly, like, this way in terms of, like, where we're trying to assimilate right now. We've got a lot of that going on. I've got a lot of armies that I have to, like, rebuild. Like, this guy, I tried to rename them the Solotl Company. I hate that he lost his name when he was captured, but essentially, I'm going to be trying to just, for right now, this army here is kind of the example of what we're trying to go for with all of our forces eventually. I essentially want to be able to have it so we can have at least 27 units of artillery pieces, because that lets us max out sieging. And then I want to have at least, I would say, 12 units of infantry, cav, and then I would like to have 40 auxiliary. That's essentially what we're trying to do with each and every single army. Hopefully that's not too much per individual force, but that's what we're trying to go for, which gets us to about 150,000 per army. So that would be about 1.2 million guys if we are able to get to that with all of my forces, because I've got 8 armies right now. I have to slowly rebuild them all, get them to that point. But once we have everybody in position, I think we start the final war. I just need to make sure that if anything, we can try and avoid having more insurgents of Castile and or Portugal for their rebels, because that's a big problem, because it keeps drawing them in. It's not a bad thing, technically, if they're drawn in, because then I can kind of slowly keep taking more territory from them. But there are a lot of areas that are pretty pissed off, so I might want to have it so. I think at the moment right now, over here, let me double check a lot of these areas. If they're at least over 50%, I can go away. I would just prefer if we can get it higher. But if we're over 50% for like almost every single region, I can start moving a lot of this assimilation away, and we'll still passively go towards our culture. Just not as quickly. It seems like almost every single one of these is at this point in time. There's a couple that are kind of still pretty close, but some of them even with the... Oh no, you don't even have the assimilation right now. Yeah, so it's like right around here is where it stops. Okay, so I do think I will have it so. I'll be coming back to you guys in a little bit. Essentially, we're going to be continuing to try and build up my military, keep trying to assimilate what we can, and we're just preparing for this war over here. I could try and claim other territory, I think. In the meantime, like, I could try and conquer you guys, but the fact that it takes so long to assimilate, I don't think it's necessarily worth it to try and do. Because things have been going well so far. I've been able to slowly now get my armies built up here. Definitely still limited by recruiting my artillery and my cavalry, because that's the biggest thing. It's one of the main reasons why I want to be able to try and recruit over in Portugal, which I have now integrated the area. So it should now be a bit easier to try and... Ideally, let's see, because now that you guys aren't conquered, yeah, you have a slightly higher control. Because we just need to get this over 50%, and then we can start trying to actually build up my regimental buildings around here. Ooh, I might be able to do that soon here, because you guys are almost over 50%. then I could actually send armies over this way to try and start recruiting, because I'll have far more access to cavalry and artillery over here because of the tin and horses. So that's what we want to do. My fleet has been improving rather nicely. I've been able to upgrade a couple more upgrades, and slowly but surely, we're finishing up more and more of my research here. So the more we can do that, the better. Because we'll keep trying to have it, so we'll keep building up my fleet slowly over time. I can at least have it so we can carry one full stack army almost now. Currently still have to deal with the whole stuff with... we're about to have a rebellion with some Portuguese patriots. Hopefully that's not going to cause too many issues. I'm trying to focus on areas that I don't have a lot of population of Portuguese, like over here. Need to get more over here as well. Also spammed up, again, a bunch more fortresses so that we have a really high population of soldiers. We're at 1.65 million right now. The more of those guys we can have just in reserves, the better. Especially if I'm going to have a army of at least like 1.2 million trying to invade Iberia. I want it to be bigger. I want to have an army of almost 2 million, if possible. Because I want it to be that this is a absolute slaughter of an invasion into Europe. That's my hope. Because again, if I can basically prove that I can conquer all of Iberia in like one fell swoop, effectively we could invade all of Europe if we really wanted to. But I'm pretty happy with the fact that, like, if we can at least just get this, like, if I was able to get to the cultural hegemon, which we're so, it's now 14,000, Jesus Christ. I'm at 5,000. I'm at 5,200. I've been trying to spam as much as I can to keep getting more of my culture. Like, are there any more theaters I could make right now? There's like one. We just don't have nearly as many buildings like that, so I'm just never going to catch up to them, which sucks. The only way I like actively like kick them down is if I actually conquered them. Which again, I don't know if we're going to go with that. I have so much beef with Castile. That's kind of why I view the end of this campaign is taking them out, because we have so much beef specifically with them. Okay, at least these guys seemingly didn't pull in the Portuguese themselves or Castile, so this will be a really easy fight to deal with then. That was the only thing I was really concerned about. So, I will need to be able to bring my fleet over here, though, which sucks. It's there and around here. So this area is really easy to get. So it'll be easy to get this back under control. Hopefully we can just kind of ignore the area down here. I don't want to actually grab my fleet to be able to move on in over there to help out. We'll see. But I'll actually at least just call everybody else in to join on in and help me out here. So yeah, this is the big thing I was worried about, is this rebellion here, but we should be able to deal with these guys without too much issue. And then I think that kicked out all the guys that I was trying to integrate, assimilate. No, this guy was integrating. Yeah, this guy was integrating because it was like down here is what I was integrating. I'll integrate this stuff in the meantime. Because all of this should be easy to get back under my control. And then ideally then we won't have too many issues. Let's see, it did look like there was like some Castilian patriots that were pretty pissed off. Hopefully they won't be too bad to deal with. Once again, right now we kind of want to avoid trying to piss off the forces of Portugal or Castile. So essentially we want to try and have so we just kind of ignore them for right now. So assimilate. There's another area with a good amount of Castile. Yeah, like right over here. I keep trying to assimilate more of the Castilians. Because all of this is going to fall pretty quickly. 2 decker ship. I love how we're starting to get more research for our vessels now. More of those we can get, the better. Because as long as I actually have a fleet that can properly carry at least one army at a time without issue, we'll be doing way better for trying to do our invasion of Europe. Yeah, I finally have one of the conscription centers over in Portugal now, but I have to actually field it with troops first, which is going to take forever. There's like no peasants over here, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But at least at this point in time right now, we have it so I have 2 armies fully ready to go. I have it so that once they get set up, we're having a little bit more heavy cap, because I was looking at the armies of Spain and Castile. So they actually seem to have a lot more heavy cav as well. So I have it so we're having a little bit more than that. Although they have less than I do. So it seems like it was looking like each army, so I can still see the one that I was using as a reference. No, he's not there anymore. But it looks like, so they've got a lot of infantry. Not as much cav as I do. So technically, if I want to make sure that my armies are stronger, if I want to get even larger armies, I will likely get even more infantry. Like, that's probably not a bad thing, honestly. I think we can keep it as the same amount of cav we have right now. But I think for the most part, actually, I'll like upgrade these armies just a little bit more. We're trying to get as many people as I physically can for each army. We're trying to have as big of a military as physically possible to do this invasion. And then once you guys are done with getting everybody together, just train them. Just keep training, because it gets up to like a 33% reduction, roughly, at least, in terms of damage taken, which is really nice. So that's probably one of the main reasons why I don't want you to convert. I'll take the stability, I guess. Because that's a huge thing, and that's probably the reason why we've been taking so much damage in some regards. So we're focusing more on trying to make sure that my forces are well trained. Is essentially what we're trying to do now, instead of just trying to focus on just sheer numbers. We're gonna be like, okay, whatever we have, make sure they're well trained, and then that's good. So yeah, I'll try and go to 15, 12, 18, and then 27, and then 40. That's the armies we're trying to make in every single force. This guy is the next one that's getting pretty close to being ready. He just needs, because it seems like this area and this area are really good for cav. Most areas around here I can get artillery without too much issues. So it's just taking a really long time to slowly get every single army built up. Okay, I have hit the halfway point. I have currently now gotten to the point where half of my armies are set up and prepared. I currently have it so what they're doing is just, again, focusing on getting as much experience now that they've got their armies all fully situated. Once we're done getting every single army ready, I will have about a military of about 1.3 million. Almost 1.4. And then Castile at the moment, you guys say just 700,000. Don't like that you're allied with Naples. Because they made me break my alliance with them. And they don't want one with me now. So I'm going to try and keep improving my opinion of you guys. Because again, I'd like to try and see if I can get somebody to want to try and ally with me that is over here to make it so it's a bit easier for us to do this war. So like, I'll try and see. Ooh, England doesn't hate me. Still minus 40. But we'll try and see. Because if I can somehow convince anybody to join on in here. Roman Empire. It's a little bit better. Main reason why they don't like it's mainly base. This base is minus 40. But we'll try and improve opinion again. I've been able to get my I've been able to get my antagonism down quite a bit. I do hate how there's a bubonic plague going on right now. It's almost over now at this point in time. But yeah, essentially at this point in time, we're at the halfway point. I'm still waiting on more of my research to finish up for boats. We got a bunch of them, but now we have to go through some of the other things to get to the other ships here. And I think at this rate, we'll probably at least... I don't think we're going to get to... Okay, these are just... Yeah, so the last bit of ship research essentially is this stuff. So it's like 9 of them away. If we can get that, that'll be the best types of ships we can have. And I have it so that right now we can essentially almost move one entire fleet all at the same time. Or one force with my fleets all at the same time. I definitely want to get a couple more travel ships. And also, I don't know why it's off by default. I don't know why collecting food is off by default for you guys. That's probably the main reason why we're actually losing so many ships at sea. So now that I've turned that on and made sure you guys actually have a good chunk of troops, or food, hopefully then we won't have any issues. But no, we're at least at the halfway point. Half my armies are fully replenished and set up. I might start having it so... I know you over here at the moment, you're just kind of wandering around because I can't actually recruit what I want for you right now. You're just wandering around, making it so the control jumps up for a bit to make it so it's easier to try and assimilate these areas. Several of them are starting to become cores, but a lot of the issues is primarily the fact there's literally no peasants around here. Also, I find it kind of fucking hilarious that only now am I having conquistadors try and pop up and do shit. Portugal send conquistadors to Cuba. And I'm like, what? Like, okay. For some reason, they're sending these guys now in the grand old year of 2004. Sure. That's fine. They're just gonna all die. We're getting armies closer. Slowly getting there. I do love how much this is actually now drastically increasing our power now. I'm at like 1.1 million. There's like 200,000 I still need to recruit. So it's slow going because some of these units, again, just take so much longer for us to get because of the limits of tin and cav. Oh no, they're gone. They're dead. Yeah, that was like nothing. Alright, I could ransomed off, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. I can't really take you in on my own. But yeah, no, like we're slowly getting here. Our armies are getting into position. Again, we've got half of, we got these three. Yeah, so four. This one's almost done. This one's almost done. This one and the guy I have over here are the two main ones that still need to get a lot of recruitment. I was trying to actually see if I could try and do the encourage migration over here, and it's just not even helping at all. I think once we finally get, once we get all of the laborers here all set up, I think that's when they'll start getting more soldiers. There's just not a lot around here in terms of peasants, which is the biggest problem. But at least, like, right now, we mainly just need it so that we're able to, like, use this area to replenish if we need to when we do the initial invasion against Iberia. Which I'm hoping, and honestly, oh my god, at this rate, it might actually be around 2020s when we do the invasion of Iberia, which would be fucking hilarious. God, they just won't stop with these conquistadors. If anything, technically, it's not the worst way for me to potentially destroy some of their militaries. Because this is going to go with this fight here. Because I'm primarily trying to focus on just training stuff. But if I can actually get some really good fights here and slowly weaken their armies before we even invade them, that'd be great. Also, let me test out and see how well the training is done for these guys. Let's see if there's an easy way to tell how much training they have. I know right now, discipline, we've got way more discipline. We've got a bonus. We got slightly more tactics, more morale. Like, I hate that we're still taking a decent amount of damage, even though everything here. It looks like we have more frontage than they do. That's the major thing that I'm noticing. Because that is still taking forever for us to kill them, but we should win this. Okay, we finally won that battle. Took long enough, but it is a way to kind of just showcase just how our armies are doing around here. The bonuses to our experience definitely seems to have helped, which is great. I wonder if I could actually ask for anything from this, because this is like you guys starting. Oh no, it was that. Oh, now it's switched into an entirely different war. Oh, because they actually joined this time. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I might actually go on the offensive then with this army. I know I'm still waiting for more of my ships to upgrade because I keep losing them over the seas. Even with the supplies and everything like that, I still lose a bunch. So I'm hoping that maybe if we upgrade my fleet still, we'll be able to have it so we won't take any attrition. Because I'm slowly getting over there. I'm just annoyed at all these conquistador fights because they keep slowing down my rate of getting more troops. I do appreciate seeing how one of my armies is able to do so well over here. They are utilizing a lot of mercenaries. I'm kind of worried how much damage we're taking right now. They brought in another force before I've been able to properly fully heal up. Can they accept a peace treaty right now? No, not at the moment. Not until the battle's over. Our bonuses are still high. I feel like we should still win this overall. Just I'm worried about the numbers they got. Got a ridiculous amount of cav over here. If we can have it so you guys can breach this section and flank, that will probably help out, because it's starting to close in a little bit more. I think after this fight here, we need to give them the peace treaty. I wanted to honestly, if I could do more and take some more from them, and I might be able to still do that. But I need this army to heal up more, because it's the only one that's taken a ton of casualties so far. Oh, it's so close. Come on. They keep breaking this flank. Yeah, keep breaking their flanks. There you go. Okay, this is what we want to see right here. This is why I made sure that we were grabbing more heavy cavalry than they have. So overall, eventually I will start winning against their cavalry, and then I can just start flanking them. Yeah, they have like nothing here, so I don't know what's going on with this fight, but I should win this battle. Yep, there we go. Because I could get some stuff out of these guys. I just know they've got way too many men here, and I only have this one army here. So you know what? Hey, you guys got your asses kicked. I'm going to take some stuff. Let's see. What takes the least amount of war score? Oh, I at least can just take, yeah, some more of the stuff they have. Well, I don't want this land. Oh yeah, I forgot that you guys occupied some of my stuff down here. Well, let's get that back under my control first before we end this battle. Because I completely forgot about the Random Conquistador dude, and I don't trust that it's... Because did they become like a vassal of theirs? Yes, they did. So I have to make sure I actually take that territory back. Yeah, you just keep healing. Now, they're like, this has been doing great. You guys having as much experience as you guys have, be able to potentially get up to a 50% reduction in damage is insane, and I love it. So unless you heal up... Honestly, if I just let you heal up like one more month, I just might go to the capital and see what we can do. This one army's been doing great. I do have one of my fleets... Well, my fleet's almost built back up again. Because I want to keep bringing more and more of the armies that I know are ready and bring them over. I want to bring them over, again, just keep mass producing or mass training them. And so that way when we have every single one of these armies ready... why did this not go back to me? Did you just get fucking independence? You did. That's my territory, you son of a bitch. But declared war on me, you and me. No! Fuck you, that is my territory. I am not letting you have that. That's absolute bullshit. No! Okay, let's just end this war with Portugal before it has more random bullshit happen. Let's see. I'm just gonna claim more territory. I'll just grab that and some money. Make you guys pay me war reparations. There we go. Slowly take a little more of your territory, and then yeah, that one army of mine has to heal up. And then I now need to do this war with you assholes, because for some reason you got to break away and just leave my territory. I don't know why, but I'm taking it back immediately, because this is mine. So no. But no, we're getting close. I think I'm going to have it so the next time I get my... Because I'm waiting on the fleets, waiting for those to upgrade. We've got 3 more ships to upgrade. Once we have all of that, I hopefully will be able to have it so that we can more of... I fucking hate these things. Why are you now sending so many of these like conquistadors after me? Why didn't you start doing that like earlier, guys? Like, what the hell? I guess they know that inevitably I'm going to be coming over here to fuck them up. So they're like, hey, let's try and be a nuisance the best we can. So remove this guy here. Let's have you as soon as you're back in position. Start setting things up. You, give me my city back, you fuckers. Wait until they actually accept that. Okay, but you know, we're getting there. We only have like 2 armies really that need to be finished up. And if they stop with these damn conquistadors, I can get them set up. Honestly, although, I think I might as well just start making the Casus Bellis right now. Because Portugal, I think I have a peace treaty with you guys now at the moment. Yeah. But we'll try and utilize it, so... I'm going to start making a Casus Belli here. I'll start trying to do that. Because I still want to utilize... Still allied. believe you are. So I want to use you to pull in Castile. Give me my territory back, piece of shit. Also, don't. Technically, we have 3 armies. We have 3 armies that are still finishing up. I just want you to stop with all these conquistadors. I need you to not break away again, too. Just instantly. Okay, I'm gonna have to change my plans here because they keep doing this. They just took another territory for free for no reason. Because they were able to just leave the war immediately without even having to talk to me. So, I'm gonna have it so what we'll do is the weaker armies I have, you and you. You're staying on Cuba because they keep doing this shit. I'm gonna start having it so we're focusing on just finishing up this army here. That will at least be 6 forces that will be ready to make their way on in and start hitting stuff around here. So I'll get them over here, get all 6 armies over here, make sure they're training, and essentially, once we have a Casus Belli ready, we do the invasion. Because these conquistadors are being a thorn in my side. They keep taking territory away from me for free for no fucking reason. So I am going to make sure that I am going to keep 2 armies around here. One in the... Oh, fuck. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get it back. I fucked that up. I fucked that up. It's fine. Well, we are running into a bit of an issue right now. So, I have 2 armies over here now, but I can't field 2 armies over here right now. There's not enough food, which is a problem, an immense problem, and also, I lost another giant chunk of my fleet trying to get back here, and I have the best ship types right now I can have over here. Oh, God. Like, I now have to rebuild everything again, just so we can transfer troops over once more. Because we're slowly getting to the point where we almost have the Casus Belli here. Technically, I still have the peace treaty with you guys right now until 2019. I might just say fuck it and just go for it. Because at this point in time, I need to make sure we have more supply over here. And at the moment right now, I was looking around. My armies are too big in some regards. That's like one of the biggest issues is... I need a supply of, like, I keep fucking doing this. I'm getting so sick of these. Literally, they keep going to the same spot. So I just stand there, and they just instantly die. It's like, guys, leave me the fuck alone. But they won't. Because it's like, at this point in time, we're actually at the capacity of our military. So, I want to continue conquering. I want to do the mass invasion here. But also, I feel like I need to actually conquer some more territory, because otherwise, right now, I am, like, if I got all my armies over here, and I could actually have the food to support them all, it'd be fine. Because right now I've chosen the best areas right now that have the most supply here. Because, like, these have, like, yeah, 78, 73, 73... 75. But either way, I'm going to be more than what I need for these armies. Which is a problem. I'm waiting until I need to get my fleet back up and running. And then I need to pull one of these armies back because, god damn it, it's making me bleed money right now. Well, I just got a massive war chest. I just got 140,000 gold from my burgers. Jesus Christ. I'll take the gift. I love it. We have been able to fix the food situation a little bit around here once I split you guys up and spread you out a little bit more. It was a bit easier for you guys. Essentially, I'm trying to have it so I'm waiting until I essentially just jumped the gun a little bit on making the Casus Belli against Portugal. I'm going to remake it once I'm able to. So I have to get my spy network back up in here again. I can't do that for a few more months, though. So basically, we'll have it so once this peace deal goes away with Portugal, that's when we're going to then try and have it so that we can do this invasion. Because, oh my god, I'm sick of these fucking things. Does it tell me? Yeah, 7th Havana one. And I think it's like, it's been like 7 for Portugal and 7 for Castile. Because they keep both doing this. There's been so many of these. I instantly win. And they just fuck off. It's just annoying. But no, essentially, I'm definitely going to have this. Yeah, we have this giant war chest of money right now. So I am basically just waiting for my Casus Belli with the forces of Portugal. And then, again, I also hate the reason we get so pissed off with these guys. I can't disband these guys normally. The only way I can get them to go away is I have to enlist them as mercenaries and then wait for their contracts to expire. So I'm very excited for when we can finally go to war with the forces of Portugal and everybody again. It's just, I am so sick of this. They keep doing these little things. Just keep doing this. Okay, things are finally about to just end this peace treaty. Okay, this peace treaty is just about to end with Portugal now. And as soon as it does, we start this war. Where essentially what I'm going to be doing is essentially I will be trying to focus on killing off and taking out all the territory around here first. Then I'm just going to try and see what happens if we just keep sending more and more and more of my armies over here. Ideally, this force doesn't get as fucking destroyed. And they're actually able to kind of secure and take more territory around here. Because the biggest concern we have is food around here. And I might need to potentially have it so we focus a lot on getting Castile out of the fight, or somebody else maybe, so we can have more territory in here, so we have more food. But we'll have to see. Either way, it is time for the Sunset Invasion. Because most of my allies will actually join me for this. Will any of them actually make their way over here? I have no idea. But we're going to at least try and have it so we do this. If not, if we aren't able to properly, like, fully engage and fight in here immediately, we'll just take as much territory as we physically can. And I'll probably, especially because I'm hoping if anything I can just kill Portugal. I'm sick of their shit with these conquistadors. So let's do this. So we'll start the war. And I've got at least a nice, good surplus of money. I'm worried about like the stuff I have in here. But like, I'll have it so you guys. Is your morale already maxed out? Because you guys are training for a while. Ooh, that's the. Oh, there we go. Now that's what I was wondering about. Okay, yeah, I get. Form back up, and then I'm gonna try and have you guys. So try and go for this army now. Try and go for them. And I did find what seems to be the best way to try and transfer troops over. I actually kind of want to focus more around. Another fucking one. Oh my god. It seems best for me. If I want to try and get over here, I need to follow this path. Because this area, they always die. This area, they always die. But if I go from here or here, I don't lose that many ships. So that's how we'll be trying to transfer ships over. I have also been trying to have you just keep recruiting more ships as like just extras to have essentially. But now we need to try and have it so we're gonna start moving on in. We want us to blitz down all the territory over here first, and then ideally after that's all under my control, I can then just leave maybe like one of my armies around back here, or my allies can just handle this, and then I will send everything into Iberia. That's the hope. That's as long as like this army doesn't die and just absolutely get its ass kicked. That's entirely possible, because we want to make sure that we're going to try and minimize casualties too much. And again, trying to make sure to keep in mind that our supply, we did at least get a good amount of supplies secured. I want to make sure that we're going to keep trying to push on in primarily. Hopefully it's fine, because it seems like we do have enough food in this area for at least you. That's my hope. So I'll let you guys at least get like some healing here, because you're the only army over here, so you're going to be the main one taking a lot of casualties. Passes. Come on. One passes. Get your healing, and then we hit this guy again. There we go. Yeah, fuck you, Cuba. There's been so many fights there. It's not even keeping track of them anymore properly. Let's see. Just go get the work stuff. Yeah, because ideally, if we have it so it's just like one army at a time, not too many there, but hey, at least if anything. Like, I barely take any damage, so I'm pretty happy with that. If I can just keep doing some really good damage over here, that'll be great. I will want to go double check, though, on you guys every once in a while. All my armies are set up really nicely, so we have the maximum amount of stuff we can have again for sieges. And it's really just trying to see how long it takes for you guys to do this. And hopefully we can just, yeah, occupy all the territory around here, and then just send all my forces to Iberia. That's what I'm worried about. They have so many mercenaries around here. I'm hoping that because you guys have so much experience... That was right there, technically. Why? I don't know why, but okay. That you guys won't take that much damage. That's my hope, because that's the biggest thing I'm concerned about. I'll probably try and pull back here. Try and get some more healing. Because until we can get some more... Let's see, because right now they have 3 million troops. Jesus Christ. Most of it's going to still kind of steal. Like, I've at least got a way to pressure them over here. If I can slowly take these armies out without them bringing too many guys all to bear on me at once, I can potentially just do this war with just this guy. We'll have to see. I know I want to try and make sure we can try and bring more forces over, so I can try and keep building my fleets up. You guys are trying to push in here as quickly as you can. I'm gonna ignore this spot, honestly, because this spot takes forever to siege. This one takes forever to siege. Just ignore it. I can come back down here. Try and deal with this asshole. It's like these areas are all being occupied nicely. As soon as we get all of this under our control, that's quite nice. I kind of want to try and have it so. What's the... Let's see. What's the strategic? Tactical areas. Tactical... +1 for attacker. I have a number of them. There's a river right here, though, too. I don't know if I want to try and fight that, or if I wait until they get to a better spot to hit them. Or I can just keep trying to focus on just continuously pushing towards Lisbon, and just keep focusing their attention over there. Because as long as that army stays healed, I can keep fighting. I've got 170,000 guys around there, so we've got a lot. There. They have brought a couple of troops over here. That's fine. Again, mainly mercenaries. They primarily fight with mercenaries. So if I can burn through all of their mercenaries, eventually I'm going to push back against Castile quite nicely here. I just need to have it so you like this army here. You're trying to get back this way. Try and deal with this asshole. Because like this area here, I should actually just put you onto... Carpet Siege, or Focus Siege. Focus Siege this area down, because I know there's not that much back here. So just try and focus over back here. This will not take you that long to Focus Siege. So do that. Okay, come over and help out. One of you can kill that army there. This spot, and that's practically almost all the stuff here occupied besides this location. And what are they doing over here? They're letting me just siege this stuff, which is good. Did another fucking... Yep! Oh my god, they keep spamming so many of these things. They instantly lose! Stop. Yeah, they're not bringing those guys over there right now. That's okay. So I'm gonna, yeah, again, I'm gonna keep trying to pressure the capital of Portugal here with this guy until I can properly get more reinforcements over here once I'm able to properly push on in here after you guys. Damn, they had a massive fight over here. But we did a ridiculous amount of damage. So they lost almost 300,000 from that. I lost 132,000. Okay, so I'll definitely have to be pulling back for right now. This army's gonna have to pull back and heal up. As long as I'm allowed to heal up, we can keep the pressure up around here. That's the biggest worry, is that I'm not able to get healed. As long as we can. Hide over here for right now in the meantime. We need the month to go by so you can get some healing. But hey, that's good. I did really good damage there. Them almost losing 300,000, so it was about to like a 1 to 3 amount of kills almost. That's pretty good. At least 2 to 1 for sure. So yeah, Yeah, I just need to always make sure this army is fully healed up before we start getting into fights. Because we're doing good damage. They still have... Yeah, they've lost twice as many troops as we have so far. So we just need to keep that up. And as long as you can heal up, again, as long as you can heal, we're good. If they don't actively keep trying to pressure you too much, I can keep trying to heal. This guy... This section's now almost fully secure. Oh, this guy's just fucking running. Try and get rid of him. This guy's gonna ignore him and just come back down this way. So we've got that. Focus sieging down here. And then I'll let my allies deal with that spot at least. Hopefully you guys can get that. It's just because I have such a large army, I use up so many supplies to try and siege that area. Check this guy again. Okay, he started to heal up again. We're gonna wait until he's fully healed up. And then I might just try and go hit that spot again. Again, keep luring them into fights where technically from battles, it's not the best for us to do that. But it does slowly whittle them down. Otherwise, I need to wait until I can get proper reinforcements over here before I start actively trying to fight them more. Because Castile... Yeah, Castile's lost 300,000. Portugal's lost 100,000. I still just see so many for Castile. They still have so many armies. Especially if I can find tiny little armies like this, I'm gladly going to keep trying to fight around here. Because I'm doing good damage because of how much experience we have for this force. Group up here. Keep trying to fight them whenever we can. Whenever we have like a severe advantage like this, absolutely, just keep killing these forces. So we should win this fight here. This guy, that's just the little unit there that I don't care about. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. Yeah, they lost 252k for that. That's beautiful. Yeah, just keep kind of seeing that kind of damage. That's what we want to see. I might even try and start occupying some of the territory around here, potentially? Again, we gotta be careful with this force here, but the more we can pressure them, the better. Like, yeah, we're starting to get it to be positive from battles. I know I need to occupy Lisbon if we want to have it so the attacker taking goes in my favor. But yeah, no, number-wise, we're making them lose about, like, 2-to-1 odds. I know Portugal doesn't have that many troops. It's primarily Castile. That's the biggest chunk of this. Because at the moment right now, got all this occupied. Need to get this stuff occupied. So there's not a lot left around here. Let's see, you can go there. So almost everything around here is occupied. Everything over here is almost occupied. Focusing on that guy. Okay. It's a glitch there, it looks like. Yeah, so that's almost all occupied. This stuff I can probably just leave to my allies. Like, let them occupy these two territories. So, soon I think we can start trying to send troops over. And the more men I have over in Iberia, the faster we can actually properly conquer them. I think I'll go here again. And if I'm gonna keep luring them into fights, I'm not opposed to that. I just need to make sure we always try and heal up. And be careful of this. We gotta be careful of how much manpower we're using up. And hopefully we don't use it up too quickly. Because we are still fighting a faction that's like twice our size. Oh my god, are they doing another fucking... Yep. Jesus Christ. That is... It's already gone. I was gonna check what number it said. I have had at least like 20 of those things pop up. Yeah, because if I can... Oh, that's an army of 300,000. That's so much. They're kind of just ignoring me right now, which I'm okay with that. Also, what's the strategic of this area? It's a +0. I want them to fight me around here, like they be the aggressor around those areas. Gamescom. Coming in here to try and fight me at Lisboa? What? Oh my god, what the fuck just happened there? I think you guys just took one of my guys captive. Yep, you did. Okay, let's go try and get them back. I do not appreciate that. I do not appreciate that one bit. I spent a lot of time getting those armies up and running, and you just fucking take one out? Okay, here they come for this fight here. Aww. Oh my god, you guys won that. 400,000 casualties on their side. Jesus Christ. Yeah, pull back. This army has killed almost 1 million guys just themselves. At least 700,000 from what I'm remembering. So that is doing amazingly. But, you know, I don't like what you guys just did with my forces there. So hopefully these guys will be able to get them back. I swear to God, if you fucking did rename it again. Fuck you. I hate when they do that. It's like, hey, this is my mercenary. This is my army. Oh, we're going to take those as mercenaries. They're ours now. It's like, that's my army. That is my army. You know, we're doing great so far. I just don't like what's going on over here. Yeah, you guys are all good down here. This is almost all occupied, so I won't have to worry about that soon. I think I'll be bringing in one of my armies over soon, potentially. I just need to get recapture whichever army was mine that they took out. Here. There, do I get my army back? Yeah, that's my army, which was the... Don't like when you rename these. That was my force. So you guys get a general, heal up. And I need this guy to just stay where you are, recover your morale, finish off the rest of these guys. Because I think you should be the only one that needs to be down here to help fight these guys. Yeah, won that fight. Just keep holding that spot there. Yeah, because I'll have this guy. I'm going to have you go help focus siege these areas that are left. Try and help out around there if you can. Because we've almost got all that stuff. Let's get there. And then... yeah, you healed up now. Yeah, keep slowly occupying more territory now around here when we can. I've done a lot of damage with this specific army. So yeah, we'll start trying to occupy, especially Portugal, because they're the war goal. So we'll start occupying more of their territory. Defender taking is still in their favor. I have their capital. I think I just need to occupy more territory around here, and then they'll start taking in my favor. And I'm making these guys give me an unconditional goddamn surrender. This guy... you guys just need to go heal up. Right there. Good. Because they have at the moment. They've lost 1.7 million. Some of my allies are leaving, though, which I don't appreciate. Did I just capture another one? Oh, yeah. Oh, they split my army up into multiple sections. That's what they did. Okay, because this is my army. This is not. I'm just gonna ransom you off. Yeah, okay, so they split it up. That's what happened. So these guys are supposed to be part of that army there. Okay. Almost done down here. Almost got all of this territory under our control. They're still doing that conquistador bullshit. Again, why didn't they do this like way earlier on in the campaign? I don't know why they decided to say, no, we're only going to do this now. No idea. Okay, you guys are good there. That was down. Yep, that was down there. Oh, they came in again. Yeah, we're getting some really good kills here. Yes, the main thing I guess I was missing. I needed to make sure that my armies were focusing more on experience. So yeah, I really need to make sure I keep that in mind next time I play. Because having my regiments, making sure they're training before they do the fights. I could have sworn I remember them keeping experience more easily when they were just fighting continuously. So I could have sworn I remember having previously armies that just had good experience in general, but no, these guys, they need to actually properly train to do that. So, it's good to know. Good to know that like this makes a huge difference in my regiments. Again, this guy here has been kicking ass and taking. It's also my emperor, actually, technically too. This is my emperor that's just kicking the ever-loving shit out of every Iberian that tries to fight him. So like I'll have him. They're doing another See, this is what I fucking mean. They keep spamming these things at me. Yep, another conquistadors of Cuba. Oh wow, the 8th Cuba. Yeah, because it's the Cuba, and then there's like Habana. It was I believe. Get those healing, and then hit this other army. Again, just keep hitting these guys. When they're these smaller armies, I just kick their ass. It's only when they have like really large forces that oh, hey, I didn't instantly win. Why didn't I instantly win? Oh, because you didn't spawn on top of me this time. Oh my god. I need to remember all of you guys turn into mercenaries, and then they'll just fuck off later. This guy's got to push together. There we go. So you're not nearly as damaged as you were. You still did lose some units. What did you lose? Oh, you lost some artillery. Yeah, you lost 4 artillery pieces there. Okay. Let's bring you guys up. Probably try and have you recover. Yeah, these areas are now all under... Oh, I did miss some spots. I missed the spot. They're almost all under my control. Ooh, manpower's going down quickly, though. I'm worried about that. Like, I'm doing well here. It's just, I'm worried about how many troops I have and how many troops they have. They've lost 3 times the number we have. They've lost 2.1 million. Castile says 700,000 still. Yeah, I'm just worried that we're dropping down way too much with this. So we might have to try and end the war sooner than I'd like to. They come in with a bunch of troops again. Yeah, even if you guys are going to lose this fight right here, you're still killing so many. Yep. Okay, you'll have to pull back again. I'm hoping that you'll get out of there just in time. I really do need to get another army over there. I still worry about the fact that, food-wise at least, that does cause problems for us. How many people are we at right now? Yeah, I've used up 500,000 of my soldiers. I was at like 1.7, almost 1.8 million. These areas here are practically almost done. So they're almost done there. Hopefully you guys will be okay here. I love how it's literally just been one army that's fighting them this entire time. I technically wonder. Because I could just try and have it so... Let's see. No, they wouldn't. I was going to say if they would consider giving me a piece to try and take out Castile, get them out of here. I'm starting to believe... A lot of it's reinforcing. I'm hoping we're still making manpower. Because that's the biggest concern, is that we run out of manpower because we've run out of people that can be promoted into soldiers. Because, like, I've done great damage. It's just I need to have it last. Because, like, this army is... Oh my god, they did it again, you fuckers! Like, one of my armies just gets barely low on morale, and they say, "Oh, we don't have a way to withdraw, so we're just gonna actively capture your entire fucking army." Oh my god. And I'm now about to start running out of manpower, which is concerning. I'm still doing ridiculous amounts of damage to these forces here, but I'm still concerned about that. I need to actually get the attacker ticking to be in my favor, because if I get that, I'm gonna be at like 75%. So I just need to get that. I know over here we're almost done with this stuff. I'm trying to have it so any armies that are trying to heal that I don't need them to heal, I'm like putting you guys in enemy territory so you don't heal. Because I don't need you right now. I do need to catch this stupid bastard. We've got two armies trying to catch that guy right now. So try and get rid of them. This area is just about done. Basically just this little spot here. This area should then be secure. And then I'm going to probably start trying to send some of these armies over. Because if I can just get another army or two over into Iberia, I think we'll be doing a lot better. I'm just worried again about how much... Maintenance is 12,000 right now, so... Oh my god, what the hell is going on with that? Why is it all individual like this? Yeah, because I feel like I'm going to have to end the war. Potentially, we'll just have it so, if I can, I will try and have it so we'll do maybe a second war with these guys after I've taken as much as I can in this first one. I just need to make sure that, like, if the war score starts ticking in my favor, again, I can get this, like, to 75%. There we go. Again, several of these armies were mine. And you guys just took them. But no, there we go. I've been able to get them back. I'll now just have to have it so what we can do is... I do think I'm going to start trying to send some of you guys over. I'll at least want one of you for sure to make your way over. I'll say you guys. Go to join on in on the boat. And then ideally what we'd be able to do is... I can only really afford having one army over here at a time because of how much food they use up. But if I can take up enough, then we don't have to worry about that. Honestly, I kind of don't see as many troops for Castile. Maybe we'll be okay. Good, don't need to send another army over. Well, I'll have to see. Okay, we finally got the war score to start to get up in my favor. Barely in time. I have reinforcements on the way here. They're almost about to get here. So, we've at least got it, so... Oh, you guys are going to attack me again here. As long as you guys are joining me, I'm okay with it. I've actually been, like, sustaining myself off of the mercenaries they keep having come on in over here. But no, I'm just about to get these guys to be dropped off, so we're about to have some reinforcements of another 150,000 guys here. And hopefully that'll be enough to end this war. Just lost that fight. You got all the mercenaries back, but that's okay. You kicked out one army, but I've got another one coming on in. And these guys are fresh, for the most part. Still struggling with how many people we lost. But we're on the tail end of this war being over. So you guys... I'm supposed to be dropping these guys off. I could end the war right now if I really wanted to. Let me see what I can get with this. I talked to Castile. Okay, they will actually give me territory. So what I'll probably do primarily with you guys is I want this crap. I want this all over here. Like that. And then I want to be able to actually connect this land here. And then can I maybe take just a little bit in here? I can. I can take, like, that. I'm going to. I'm going to kick Castile out of the war. And then I can just bully... I'm taking all of Portugal at this point in time, effectively. Because now, without Castile to protect them, Portugal is effectively dead. I'll leave this area alive because I might do like one more war against these guys potentially. I could see like, hey, give us some time to recover. Or we just view this as success, essentially, because we've been able to invade. I killed so many people. So many people without one army. My emperor killed at least, with his force, from what I vaguely remember for the kill mounts, I think he killed like 1.3 to 1.4 million people. At least a million. At least. With your one tiny little army that is now so beat up, it can't do shit. So, it's got to at least be a million. I know at least for sure there was 700,000 at one point. And then from there, at least a couple 100,000 after that. But no, I'm going to see if I can just take everything here. If I can take out all of Portugal here, I kind of view that as a win in my book. And a good way to send off this campaign. Because it was Castile and Portugal that I had, mainly Castile, that I had the biggest beef against in this campaign. Because of everything that happened over here. And hey now, fixed my border gore here with these guys. Forgot to move my guys first, but that's fine. But no, I think we just need to honestly, yeah, just try and push on in here. A lot of this is trying to let us just recover our people. Did I seriously gain 1.1 million people from all that? Hell yeah. That's beautiful. The only thing that would have been better about this campaign is if I would have been able to get the cultural hegemon stuff earlier. That really does make a huge difference in terms of how quickly you can properly kind of expand into people, because when you have more cores, it snowballs. It starts to snowball when you have more cores. But no, I've had a lot of fun with this campaign. We've done a lot for converting all of our people slowly over time into my culture, getting it so that we have more of like actual cores here because of all this. Starting from the one tiny little region to the massive Aztec Empire that has been able to actually invade Europe. We took good chunks of Europe here, and I'm basically I should be able to just take all of Portugal's stuff here. If I can get pretty much all of it with the war goal, I'll do it. And then I'm pretty much going to view this campaign as done. We proved by doing a massive... It wasn't the invasion I wanted to be able to do, but then again, there's some limitations in EU5 that just make it so it would take literal decades in-game to get to that point. Like, if I was focusing on conquering all of this stuff and then invading Europe, we are on 2022. That's the current year in-game we're at right now, which is insane. It's crazy to think about. At least Portugal has, like, nobody in their forts here, which is great. I know at some point, there is a campaign I want to do where I want to try and, like, conquer the world. That's going to be if I do the Byzantines, because of the stuff they added with them, probably. But I don't know. At the moment right now, I'm pretty happy about this. I'm excited. Next campaign will be playing in Wales. Curious to see how that's going to go. With us initially being a vassal under the English. Having to break away from them. And then try and build up our own little thing. That'll be interesting to see how that goes. Also Armenians. Yeah, it's trying to heal so many armies. Yeah, it's trying to reinforce 132,000. Monthly manpower is going up again, because it's all about soldiers being promoted. And as that happens, our monthly manpower goes back up again. But yeah, no, we lost 600,000 soldiers, at least, with all the stuff that happened here. But I'm still very proud of my Emperor. You did fucking amazing, man. You kicked the shit out of all of Iberia. I wish there was a way to, like, keep track of, kills by a specific army. If that was a stat that I could find, that'd be fucking cool, because I want to know how many he got. I really do. Now let me see so far, like, how this is looking for Portugal. Because I want to see if I can just take everything. It's not letting me at the moment, for some reason. It's a little glitch there. Oh, it won't even let me click these ones initially. Okay. Well, I know we're getting there. It's probably mainly just the fact that I haven't occupied these territories just yet. But no. Pushing on in here, taking at least this. This just, hey, they were not expecting the Aztec invasion to hit them here. Oh, there they go. They capitulated. Okay. Portugal gave a unconditional surrender. Now they let me actually grab everything. There we go. I actually have enough. Barely for all of this. And then I can ask for some money. And then war reparations. But now, at this point in time, the Aztecs have been able to invade Europe. Not a full-scale invasion, but I took fucking Portugal. So, like, hey, I did it. I took Portugal. If my manpower, if I had even more manpower, I could have kept going. But I personally am pretty happy about this. I think this is gonna be a good way to end this campaign. We're able to unite Mesoamerica as a proper Aztec empire, and then lead an invasion into Europe. I at least took out Portugal. Again, I don't know if I want to make this campaign last literally hundreds of extra years, and so I think this is probably the best thing to do. Like, this would be a good pin to put in it. And then we get to play as the Principality of Wales next. So I am going to be done with this campaign. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, let me know down in the comments down below any thoughts you have in general. But this is Rampaned. I'll see you guys next time.